For years, Orissa has been a hub of malaria. In 2007, Orissa reported 366,000 cases of malaria. Around 50% of malaria deaths in the country were reported in Orissa, especially in southern districts where the disease has been found to be endemic. The most fatal of all malaria species is Plasmodium falciparum, which is life-threatening since it directly hits the brain. A majority of the deaths in the region were linked to this parasite. In 2010, to prevent and control malaria in the affected districts in South and Southwest Orissa, the Tata Trusts, in partnership with NGOs, initiated the Community-Based Malaria Control and Prevention Program. Over the last 5 years, the project's interventions have helped reduce malaria deaths in the region significantly. For the Tata Trusts, Orissa has been an important development pocket and an area of high priority when it comes to livelihood, education, and health. While implementing these projects, malaria emerged as a serious health risk which needed to be addressed.
We were broadly familiar with the fact that falciparum malaria is a scourge out there, killing hundreds and thousands of people every year. And he discovered this gentleman, Dr. Johnny Uman, working with this very kind of remote place in Bisamkatak, where he has got a handle on reducing the incidence and prevalence of malaria in that region. So we said, why don't we try and take it to scale, because this is a problem that's affecting very, very large number of people. And if we are able to do it in Bisamkatak, which is the worst affected area in the country, then maybe we can take it elsewhere.
The project began in Raigada district in villages where predominantly tribal families reside. In this region, the vector density and mortality in the community due to malaria was found to be high. In these inaccessible areas, the project focused on studying the dynamics of malaria, how it occurs, who the players are in order to prevent and control malaria in the community. These are conducted in extremely inaccessible areas, which are hard to reach for government functionaries like ASHAs and block-level health officials. The NGO partners use community-based approach to understand the extent of the problem in these areas and also create awareness in the community about how to control and prevent malaria.
For us as a community, as people, malaria is not just a medical issue. It is an economic issue, it is a social issue, it is a political issue. So a scientifically sound, locally relevant, people-centered community-based malaria control strategy was what we were looking at, where the focus would be on empowering communities. The predominant vector in this area is a mosquito called Anopheles fluviatilis. This one breeds in slowly flowing streams. All Anopheles mosquitoes bite from sunset to sunrise, but this one prefers to bite peri-midnight. Therefore, your strategy would need to be designed for Anopheles fluviatilis. Those with fever will go for a test, but those without fever are not going to go for a test. So we've started saying all under 5 children during the malaria season, when they are likely to die, because most of our malaria deaths are during the season, June to November. During this season, every child in our area should have a blood test, with or without fever. So the first year we did this, we found on an average across 5 districts, there were about 40% of children under 5 were positive for malaria with or without fever.
In Kalahandi, Trust conducted a study to understand the behavioral impact of the community and identify key behavioral determinants which would help create a strategy for the program and provide scope for further improvement.
In malaria, the vulnerable group is under 5 children and pregnant ladies. With the support of Tata Trust, what we did is we tried to enhance the knowledge level of the community. We actually took 4 questions. What is malaria? What are the symptoms? What to do if you get malaria? What to do not to get malaria?
Communities themselves have played an important role in scaling up the program by participating in awareness campaigns and training. Many villagers in all project areas are now empowered and have taken ownership as health workers and village volunteers to help control and prevent malaria in their region.
आरो गाँव रे भी समस्त के बुझाला मशारे इटा व्यवहार करवार लगी तापरे लीम तेल संध्या रे माखबार लगी आरो ए विषय ने साधारण ज्वर गुटे हेले गले भी कि जे कोन मलेरिया ज्वर भी हो ज्वर हेला बेले आशा दीदी पाके आम पठेचु आशा दीदी ठाने ब्लड टेस्ट होकर मेडिसिन देवे
कि जदि गाँव स्वास्थ्य समस्या विषय जदि किसी गोटे छोट छुआ के जदि ज्वर है कि कौन है बेला एटा रेफर भी करा जाउछि
आगु ज्वर है आज्ञा से गुरु गुनिया के डाकुले आबे ज्वर है आज्ञा आशा दीदी पाखर जाइकिना से ब्लड टेस्ट करकिना एटा औषध आनिकर खाइबार पड़े
Communities are engaged in more activities at the village level to combat malaria. Along with prevention and treatment of malaria through early diagnosis, the project has also ensured that families can now live in safe households by mosquito-proofing their hutments to prevent being bitten by the mosquito. Mosquito bed nets are also being distributed so that their homes are malaria-free.
आम आसिक एठाने मलेरिया कबाड़ तैयारी कर खाली कबाड़टा खाली काठ मैंने जार जार घर कबाड़ तैयारी होचे से आज्ञा मैंने काठ आमके दौन ताकर काठरे आम तैयारी कर दौचु आम खुटी कब्जा जाली जहाँ किसी परिश्रम आम ई तरफ आम डाक्टर तरफ आम कर घर घर के फिटिंग कर दौचु लगे दौचु तापर ए जो काठी मन के साइड साइड फांका रोचे ये फांका फांका माटी तार पाक करी माटी के माड़ी कर पानी रे मिसे करी तार लेपि दिया जाउची पूरा कौन सी गोटे गाँव जिते घर अच्छे आज्ञा सब घर दु दुटा कबाड़ तैयारी होचे प्रति घर रे टोटाल 500 घर खंडे
Families, especially women, have stepped forward to make their own homes safe from malaria by cleaning their areas, preventing waterlogging to stop mosquito from breeding.
एसएचजी ग्रुप में मन को डाकी गाँ लोक जाक भी डाकी डाकिले आसुचंती बैठक होता छे खाल डेप वर्षा हेले से खाल डेप जगार पानी जमिले से जगार समतल करने जमीवा जगार मशा वंश विस्तार करते से समतल करने भी खुआचे
One of the key elements of the project is addressing malnutrition due to malaria. Studies have shown that children who have had malaria were found to be severely malnourished. To address this, regular camps are held at the village level, where volunteers weigh newborns and infants, and they are tested for the nutrition status, and blood tests are also done for malaria routinely to ensure that their growth rate is appropriate and they get treatment on time in case they have malaria.
In the areas, into areas where our workers or the ASA cannot go or attend patients, volunteers of Swati with the help of Tata Trust, they are going inside those areas, detecting the cases, collecting slides and doing RDK test of suspected malaria cases and giving treatment so that the incidence of malaria in those areas are decreasing and also death is being prevented.
गुटे तर हॉस्पिटल गले तो 1000-2000 खर्चा होतिला ने आगे हरी मासे के गुटे तर मासे के 2 तर 3 तर जाउतिलो ने ई एबे केते वर्ष 2 वर्ष हेउचे टिके कमी से मासकु आगरु 10 जन 15 जन 20 जन भी पहुतिले एबे मासकु गुटे जुड़े बाहर छन कि नै भी बाहरिबा पूरा कमी गला।
Following the project's success in reducing malaria deaths in the program areas and empowering communities, the government has taken a call to take the malaria program forward.
In the highly endemic districts, we have selected 8 districts. We are going to follow a two-pronged approach. One is IRS and awareness, and then we are going to have camps in the villages where we are also going to tie it up with VHND. So teams will go a day in advance, they will stay, and then next day they will do the malaria test. Apart from that, for pregnant women and children, they will do the other tests also. So we find that there are many cases which are asymptomatic and non-febrile, but which are malaria. So after doing the test, we'll be treating them. We'll also be giving them of course the medicines and of course the LLIN in the second phase. So that's the strategy for now. So the hard to reach areas we'll cover twice, and the areas that can be covered easily we'll be covering them during the monsoon so that we have a higher caseload. So that's the plan. We had recently a meeting chaired by Honorable CM, which is the State Health Mission, where this has been approved in principle, and after we get all the approvals we'll need money, additional money from the state plan, which I think should not be a problem.
Health centers at the village and block level will be strengthened and made operational, while health workers at the grassroots level like Ashas are being trained to test and treat malaria at the community level. The aim is to address all existing gaps in the health program by using the project's model.
We are also engaging many stakeholders with us. And one important stakeholder is with us, the Tata Trust, who have come in, are interested to work with the government of Odisha and in most inaccessible areas in southern Odisha. I find they have a very good expertise and technology. So technology can save a lot of manpower, lot of time, and real-time access of the data, and also a real-time sharing of the data, which will really give a real-time action taken. And with the both collaboration action of Tata Trust and Government of Odisha in these areas will give us a model.
One of the main objectives for us is to see how we can make it sustainable and how we can basically empower and build capacities at the community level. We should be able to kind of see in what way technology can play a role so that we can strengthen the surveillance mechanism, so that the information flow from the village to the government and back to the community is smooth, so that you know what is actually the burden of the disease. This initiative has been able to reach the unreached areas. We were able to bring people together, so almost like a people's movement against malaria.